6/12/2021. Today we are going to be doing a Dark Tower run, and then we'll also spend some time doing Journey. We'll probably spend about an hour starting from now, and yeah, see how far we can go and go from there. Right now I'm just in the middle of a gold mine run, so we're just going to finish this up here. Shouldn't take too long. We're already on turn 5 of 7. I saw that they made a change in gold mines, so now it's kind of dependent upon your journey progress rather than your rank. So because of that, we actually lost a lot of gold going into this. Usually we get around anywhere from 55 to about 6,200 gold, and now we've probably gotten close to 4,000, maybe worse. So let's do that there. Like I said, just again, do this first and then we'll go on to Dark Tower. Okay, well, we'll also set up some other things in the meantime. So yeah, we're heading into Dark Tower and we're going to be changing our warlord from the pirate over here to Spider Queen. And then we'll also get our Lady Pet ready. And then on top of that, check to see if we need to activate any other guild bonuses before going into Dark Tower. This last one over here. Should end up with around 5k gold, at the most 52, because the amount of gold that we're getting is less than what we normally get. And get rid of their other attacks over here. Legion is pretty much capped off for the gold mine. You can hit up to 12 additional times to get the statues, which will help you get the gold. And we're using this Strick over here to clear out the back row, and then these other buildings to deal additional damage. All right, so that's that for gold mine. Going to our squad. Right, changing back to Spider Queen. We have our Lady Pet. Going to our guild, checking the bonuses. Okay, so we have the older one, Nature, Chaos, and our 2 attack in range. So we are all set over there. Heading to Dungeon of Trials to do the Dark Tower. So we have all 3 of our attempts, and we need to get 8 wins. Each star is 2 wins. And so we have about a day and a half to get it done. Let's go. Okay, so let's take a look at their Warlord. Has damage to all of our units, has these ranged units, and then plus attack to order units at the 1 turn. We can look at their buildings, so health, block, damage to us when one of their units dies, plus attack, and then damage. In terms of stats, we are going to be summoning this particular unit, and we'll be placing it over here. We summon this unit because it has flight, and then also it heals us a little bit whenever we get attacked. Whenever a nature unit dies on our side, we'll get an attack boost. So that isn't relevant now, but it may be relevant for later. Okay. The water elementals over here has heal buildings for every frozen, and then elementals will get these 3 freeze runes. We're going to have to take care of this unit now in order to get more damage going in. Otherwise, our attacks are going to be too slow. We're going to look here. In terms of stats, we are going to be summoning this particular unit. On top of that, we want to place them on these blank tiles if we can, because it would prevent other things like these freeze runes from coming out. So we'll summon this over here. Knock out this building and go from there. There's also combos with our nature units, because this is a nature unit from here. You can click on the unit and then see what faction it belongs to. All right, taking a look. Okay, we're still in decent shape right now, especially since we are gaining that life every time we're attacked. So we're going to hold off on our destruction ability. But we will at least mark those units for seeing if I want to wait until the archers come out or not. Unit health is still pretty good right now. You can hold off. See if we can do this here. Yep, we're just going to summon... Yeah, we're going to summon this unit over here. Because it will be guarded by this melee unit and their health. Okay, next turn we're going to mark their units for poison and then use our destruction ability. Probably going to be summoning this unit because of their stats alone. Could potentially summon this unit if we need to do some type of removal. Right, so we'll poison, and like I said, we'll summon this particular unit because of its stats. Seeing if there's an issue here. So just stealing attack from our units, which is fine. And yeah, that's pretty much that. We can get rid of their top row over here, and then most likely summon one of these two units to attack. All right, going with our plan, getting rid of those units. And then also doing a little bit of calculation for lethal here. 149 plus 91, that is 240. So we'll be off by about 122. As this unit over here that summons rabbits. Those rabbits will silence us once we kill it with this unit out in play. Like I said, we're going to be going for damage. So we will place this over here. And assuming that they don't block both of our lanes, we should have lethal. Okay, we had our unit, which had the reflect damage to 2 random units, so it was actually able to kill the rabbit that came out and left the lane open, so we are all set. Just making sure that there aren't any other death triggers that go off, not blocking the combat, and we're good. Okay, got some epics, that's nice. Okay, got a little bit of an increase for our rewards. And as we move up in more wins, we'll eventually see this turn into a legendary chest. All right, taking a look at their warlord, they have the heal, they have the silence to our units, and then also these stones with heal in the first column. They also have a pet over here that gives an attack boost pretty much whenever one of their units are summoned or one of their ranged units kills something. Knowing that they have silence, we're going to focus more on summoning units with larger health or other units that don't require skills so much, so we'll probably summon this particular unit. We'll be summoning this over here. The reason why is because we have our building that will deal damage to this at the end, And we want to get rid of this building because it gives mental shield to their units at the beginning of the turn. Let's take a look at the other building while we're here. All right, so they have this unit that deals damage whenever we attack them. I want to get rid of this unit as soon as possible. And thinking if we're going to use our poison ability, I really do want to get rid of this building, so I will just mark it off for poison. And we will also, like I said, in terms of stats, we're going to be summoning units that will not require skills for later on. So we'll take the damage, and the poison damage will come first, then the poison damage will land on this unit, but then it gives mental shield before poison kicks in. All right, not a problem, not a problem. All right. So it gives vampirism, so they're going to be getting a little bit of health. Still have our poison out here, but then the extra attacks. Seeing if there's a way we can get out of this here. Not quite. All right. Best case scenario, we could end up killing this unit, but then there's still be mental shield over here. See if we can do this. Okay, right. All right, so we'll do that instead. We will summon this unit. It will kill this in combat, and then it will deal the extra damage from its effect to here. A little bit of building damage and poison. And probably next turn we'll use our destruction ability to get rid of this because we can't take the extra damage. Said we can't really take the extra damage, so we'll have to get rid of this unit. And then we're going to use our Gleedy Pet helps us heal for about 60 to 85. Might not be enough, but we'll take it from there. Seeing how much this is going to heal us. I forgot how much the Life Palace gives us in terms of the units, but probably not as much. So we're going to summon this over here. Get some health back, deal some extra damage. But not looking too good because we only have this much amount of health. And there you go. Yeah, we took the L there because of the Mina that was dealing too much damage to us with effects. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. This is what happens when you face tougher opponents in League. All right, we got 2 more attempts. Let's keep going. All right, same type of warlord with the silence, the stones, and the heal. They themselves also have a Gleedy Pet that gives health whenever a melee unit kills on their side, and then a little bit of health when they first summon their units. All right, take a look here. Okay, a little bit of a health boost, and then nature units die. They're going to get attack boost as well. Let's see what makes more sense. We will summon this particular unit. It deals damage whenever one of their units attacks. Also, if it gets silence, it won't be too much of a loss in terms of stats. Okay, as you can see, that random damage, so 30 over there. Won't be able to kill this because of the block, so we'll be killing this in combat. Could set up for destruction. Hold off on there. Okay, for now we will summon this particular unit. It freezes 2 of their units, except nature. Got a little bit of damage. 1. So at least then we'll be able to target that for destruction. Our goal right now is to draw out the silence first, so we'll need some sort of threatening unit on the board. Right now we don't really have that. So we'll go on from there. Okay, in terms of stats, we could summon this or this. Kind of stall off for damage right now. Hold off on there. All right, we'll be summoning this unit, and we'll summon this over here. That way we can have options in case we need to summon a ranged unit, or we'll summon a melee unit to help block the line. Okay, still not too bad. Not too bad. We'll be summoning this particular unit. It has plants that are summoned once it attacks, and then those plants will summon other plants. Hopefully by then it will force another trigger for the silence. And as of right now, we are behind in health, but that is okay. We're focusing on getting rid of their units first. Let's go from here. As you can see the extra plants. Okay, and again, still in okay shape. These units aren't really threatening in terms of the amount of attack. This unit will die from poison next turn, so we won't have to worry about that. We are taking a little bit of damage because of this building here that whenever their warlord is healed, will take damage. Right. Okay, we will use our destruction ability now, actually. So we'll get rid of that. Okay, and in terms of what we want to do, we'll be summoning this melee unit over here, blocking for a little bit of damage. The poison from this unit when it attacks will help us get rid of this unit. Still no silence yet, but now we're good. Okay, drew out the silence. Next we need to draw out the stones. We don't have our two main abilities anymore for our warlord, so we'll have to again focus on getting rid of their units instead of just using our destruction ability to get rid of them. Okay, let's take a look here. Swap and a little bit of block. We're going to be summoning this unit because of its ability to deal damage to nature units. These rocks over here are nature units, so we'll be able to get rid of those. Hold off on there. And also summons this extra building over here that will help us block. Also give us a little bit of an attack boost if it does end up living. All right, as you can see that attack boost. And then also whenever one of our units dies, it'll deal damage to them. So those will got rid of. There. Seeing what this does here. Block, swaps, okay. All right, we will need to get some more damage on this unit. So let's see what we got here. Okay. So we got over here. Okay, we will be... We want to block for one more turn in order to get an attack boost off of here. So we won't be able to summon this unit. We could get some extra damage over there to get rid of it. 133, 66, 177, 182. Yeah, we'll summon this unit over here. Okay, as you can see, they're taking a little bit of damage every time one of their units are dying. Okay, interesting spots. All right, it's going to give extra attack to their range units. They don't have any right now, but it will still attack from our units whenever they're summoned. Seeing if there's actually going to be enough damage for this here. Yeah, this is fine. We'll summon this unit in order to get rid of it for later. Okay, they got rid of our Tesla X. We still need to get rid of this unit, and we need to get rid of this unit too because it deals damage to one of our units. This is unfortunate because if this unit were up top, we could just kill it, but because it's on the bottom, we need to actually go through all of these attacks, hoping that we don't lose enough of our units. So in order to go around that, we'll be using our summon ability to try and help us in terms of probability to actually survive the attack. We'll be summoning this over here because it's the only way to actually go through. I suppose I could have done the extra damage over here using this unit to actually go for the double attack. Probably would have been a better play. Yeah, probably would have been a better play altogether because now we have to worry about this whole this whole line over here. As you can see, we are now losing a lot of units because of this particular unit. Yeah, we should have went for the play up top. Will that be enough? No, will not. Yeah, that is unfortunate. All right. Not a problem. Was focused too much on the units down here that were threatening our board in order to we didn't factor in the warlord health and seeing if we could have just won just by pure attack. All right, one more attempt. Got 7 wins left to go, so let's go. Okay, same thing with the warlord, silent stones and heals. Take a look at their buildings, mental shields, block, damage, and then this one should be giving block. In terms of stats, we're going to be using this particular unit because of the health. We'll place this over here so that we can get rid of the building, and then the other building will deal the damage over here. We get a little bit of health back at the end of the turn, so that'll help us over there. Next turn, we'll be summoning either this melee unit because of the health or this ranged unit because of the placement. Go for the placement instead. Don't have to worry so much about this particular unit. It does have this building in front of them that does heal units at the beginning, but other than that, nothing too threatening right now. Going to be placing this unit over here. Getting rid of that building. Okay. I have this unit that has reborn flight, so we won't be able to take care of this line directly. We do have... No, I suppose it's not terrible. We'll mark these units for poison first because they'll be able to deal lethal to us in a couple turns. We're going to be summoning this ranged unit over here just so we can cover the lanes. Okay, we drew out the silence, so that's good. As you can see, the amount of stats that are affected isn't that much, which is part of our plan. All right, let's see if we need to do anything here. Okay, deals damage to our units and then it's first summoned, and then mental shield whenever it's attacked. Seeing if we have a play over here. We do not. Oh, well, we do have this ghost so that we can put down here and hopefully get some extra damage going on there. We'll use our destruction ability first. This will come back because of the reborn. Place this down here. We'll deal a little bit of more damage and then also deal some other damage whenever they attack our warlord. Won't kill anything directly because it's not enough to deal lethal to either one. Okay, not enough to get rid of these either, so We can get some health back, but because of that reborn with this unit's now pretty much too strong. Okay, looks like we might still have a shot here. Seeing what their block is. Okay, giving miss to one of our units. 26, 29. Okay, so it won't be enough for that. Best we can do is block for damage. So we'll actually, let's see if we can get lethal here. Let me just whip out the calculator. Make sure we got this out. All right, hold on. So we got 396 minus 52 minus 76 minus 112. And we have the attack boost over here. Wait, 156. No, that won't be enough. Ugh. Oh, well, oh no, I forgot because of the miss. Ah, that's terrible. Oh, good. Yep. I forgot because of that extra miss that unit gave. Okay. All right. Well, that was Dark Tower. Kind of stinks. We had some pretty close battles, but just couldn't pull the win over there. All right. Well, like I said, we have about 1.5 days. We have 7 wins left. We'll get those attempts, and we'll go from there. All right. The next thing we want to do is then go to Journey. All right. So in Journey right now, we are in this particular stage, and as you'll see here, it has a couple of abilities, so a lot of health. And then there are abilities here. Whenever it's attacked, gives two random enemies being us, not them, be missed for turn. And then whenever one of our units are attacked, there will be damage dealt to our other units as well. All right, they have a couple of their units over here. So nature's with health. Whenever one of our units dies, steals attack. All right, steals more attack, reflection damage, and then silence. Okay. As a starter, we are going to just go with our normal league deck, and then we'll make the changes based upon what units and their tactics going in. All right, let's go. Okay, taking a look at their buildings, a little bit of damage, attack, health, and block. All right. All right, we will start by using this particular unit in terms of its stats. Okay. It also gives us a little bit of protection for our Warlord because at the end of the turn we'll get block, and then there'll be some reflection of damage, so that'll help us out. Okay. I have a large attack unit over here. Okay, also nature. All right. In terms of what we're going to do, we're just going to summon this particular unit to block for damage. Okay, our unit got miss, which is unfortunate. Probably should have used our poison ability to mark for damage to get rid of this unit. But that's fine. We'll be going. This is the first time that we're taking a look at this battle, so. All right. Looks like we are probably going to lose. Let's do some poison. We'll use this unit to transform their blocking unit over here. Okay, we will use our destruction ability to get rid of that unit. They have this unit over here that gives our units attack of 1 whenever they're summoned. Going to be summoning this over here to block 4 damage. And okay, great. All right, I have an idea of what I'm going to be doing here, so I am going to go back to our squad. Go to our squad here. And I'm going to switch this to a chaos deck. Just want a quick screenshot of the league deck so that I can switch it back for the next battles. So here. Right, just a little chop over here. Saving this. That way I don't have to remember what the deck is. And that over here. All right, like I said, we're going to be switching this to a chaos deck, and the reason why is because we have a couple of units that are actually going to be pretty good against this particular battle. So let me just filter out for the other one. One of the units that we're going to be using is this. This unit, it is Terror from Below, and what happens is whenever a unit is summoned, if it's not chaos, and I guess buildings don't really matter at this point, it'll freeze them for 1 turn, so we'll be able to get some stuff going on there. Probably going to be filtering out for a lot of chaos stuff in general. Going to be getting rid of this, getting rid of this, getting rid of this, and getting rid of this. We'll filter again for chaos, seeing what we got. Could potentially use this unit because it has invulnerability, but I don't know if it's going to affect their board enough. It's also, their stats are really weak. We can use this in order to stall for damage. We're going to be leaving this in there. We can also use this to stall for damage. We're putting this in here because it will transform their melee units, so that'll help us get rid of some of their larger units. We're going to be using this in order to stall for damage because of their rotters, and then they also deal damage at the end when they die, so that'll help us set up for a couple of things. We'll be using this unit because whenever one of their units dies that aren't chaos, in this case we've just seen all nature, we'll be able to get extra summons. Those summons will be able to give us an attack boost. Let us see here. We can use this as Reborn. That's fine. This unit will give Reborn whenever it attacks, so it will help us stall out even more. And let me think if I want to use anything else here. I still want to get rid of this because we don't want to conflict with our Terror from Below. May need some spot removal, so seeing what makes the most sense. Let's see. We got that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put in one other unit and see if that actually helps out. We have a lot of units here that do summons. So these do summons, and summons, and this summons too. So we're going to add a building into our deck. Just filtering out here. We're going to be adding this building here. So what it does is whenever one of our units dies, they'll take some damage. And then whenever we kill one of their units, it will give Mental Shield to another one of our units. So hopefully we can do some kind of Reborn setup where we'll have the extra summons and then deal some damage while we're stalling. Our ratios are okay. We have more melee units than range. That's fine. And we'll go back and try it again, Journey. All right, so we switched up our deck, have our pet ready, and let's go. All right, so the first thing we want to do is take a look at our units. So we are going to be summoning this particular unit, the one that freezes their non-chaos units. We're going to be summoning it behind the building. And the reason why is we can afford it a little bit of protection. I know in their squad they have a Groot to actually silence this unit, but other than that, we can slow down the tempo that way. All right, so they'll be able to attack for there. This unit steals attack at the beginning of the turn. Let us see here. Okay, we will start by using our unit over here. This unit also has invulnerability for turn, so we won't be able to deal damage to that. we're summoning this so that we can get some extra summons to block for damage, and then also they will deal damage to their buildings. Don't really need to worry so much about these stats being lost from the steel because we still have this unit up in play. That's not good. So they do have this scrap over here that steals attack whenever one of our units dies. But that's fine. We are going to continue with our setup. We're going to use our destruction ability now to get rid of these units. Seeing these death runes, that's fine. We're going to be placing our APEP over here. And we're going to spread out a little bit for damage. We're also doing this so that we can get reborn. And then our goal right now is to protect the terraform below, and then also then just deal damage with our buildings because of these summons. Okay, so they did use the Groot. They probably should end up using the Groot over here because now we can still stall out for damage. Okay, we do have the Shamuna that will allow us to at least stall from here. This is when we're going to place our building. So we'll place our building over here. Okay, as you can see, a little bit of damage going on, so that's good. I also decided to use this building as well because it doesn't look like we're going to win in direct combat, so we'll have to use some other ways to get rid of units. All right, we'll need to get rid of this unit because whenever one of our units dies, they'll give health to them. That's not good. All right, well, we'll start by doing this. Summon this unit, get the transform going. Okay, a little bit of attack boost over there. Next turn, we're going to be summoning our Shamuna in order to block 4 damage and then also get rid of this. Right, like I said, I'm going to be blocking 4 damage. The health right now looks really big, but as long as we have our couple of units here that are either going to block for damage and stall out their nature units, we should be in good shape. Okay, so now that is alive. Okay, we are going to be summoning our APEP over here, give our units a little bit of reborn. Okay, getting the extra shards there too. I did remember their other ability again. Whenever one of their whenever one of our units are attacked, they will deal extra damage around there. Our plan right now is to get this extra building out, and then that should actually get around some of the bad math going on here. Okay, so our Shamuna is now got here. Summon our building. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, in case we don't win this battle, I am going to switch out one particular unit in order to get rid of these other units. Right, not a problem. Just doing some math here. I don't think we're gonna make because we have a double decker. All right. Okay, we'll do a little swap here. Okay, we will need some sort of unit removal, so we're gonna swap out one particular unit in our squad. So let me go back here, squad up. We'll make two changes. So we'll get rid of this because the puppets won't really make sense in terms of what we'll need to do. We will put in this particular unit. It transforms wounded units into buildings, so we'll be able to get rid of some of the larger units. Still want to hold on to this because of the reborn. I think we're going to also put in a Justia here. Trying to figure out how it's gonna come into play. We'll take out our Hanako here. We're putting the Justia in because we'll be able to give miss to another one of their units whenever they come into play, or at least the ones that are already in play. Help us to build our board a little bit. All right. So first things first, we're going to be summoning our Shamuna in order to block for damage. We're placing it on this rune over here so that we can get the maximum amount of shards. Those shards can only come in blank spaces, so that's why we don't want to summon over here or here. Okay, all right. It's not terrible right now. I would like to... I can get rid of this unit now. So we'll be summoning this unit over here. We don't want to summon it over here because this Shumuna's, what do you call, the shards will come in and block that. Ooh, I forgot about that miss ability. That's bad to know. All right, not a problem, not a problem. Okay, some damage over there. Okay, cannot attack right now. Okay, we can't attack right now because this doesn't have any attack. All right, we'll have to do this again. Okay, yeah, all right. I gotta remember that the miss ability comes in whenever we deal damage to their warlord. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, damage to their warlord. All right. So we'll start with our Terror from Below again to slow down their units. Placing it behind the building. All right. A little stall over there. Okay, we'll place our Shamuna over here to block this unit, having our shards. Okay, so this unit will be given miss, so we'll be able to do that. We'll get an additional, what do you call it? We'll get an additional shard, so that'll be good. I'm going to mark this for poison because we don't want to have our units attack being stolen right now. Then we're going to summon this Apep over here, give our units reborn, doesn't matter which one, both are good for a stall. Next turn, we're going to be using our destruction ability unless some other unit needs to be destroyed. Okay, in this particular case, we're going to hold off on our destruction ability. The reason why is because we can do this. So we'll transform the wounded units over there. And then we can also do a little bit of a board setup where we can deal damage to their units at the beginning of the turn, and then wipe out their, their other units. Okay. Right. Well, we'll use our destruction ability now. We also don't want them to gain health whenever one of our units dies. We'll do that. Some death runes over there. And seeing how many death runes are out there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Going to be summoning this over here. All right, so we'll get a little bit of damage. We have our summons that will hopefully, it'll clear out some of the death runes over here. Next turn, we're going to be summoning our Justia back here so that we can at least stall out for some damage. All right, it's going to be reflecting damage over there, damage over there. All right, we'll give our units reborn for at least one of their units reborn. Have to draw into another one of these in order to get rid of this. Place this over here. We want to get rid of this unit because it's going to be dealing damage to our units whenever we attack it. They're also going to get blocked to their warlord. So we'll need to... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Give a little bit more reborn. Placing this over here. Okay, that was not what I intended to actually happen. I was trying to get another shard out and play, but this unit, when it died, because of the reflect damage, it transformed all the wounded units, including our APEP, so we're able to get rid of their units here. Damage over here. All right, we're going to be summoning this unit that does the transform. We also have another one of these, so in case we do have to get rid of more wounded units. But we'll use this one for now, because... we'll use this one right now because this is a more unit-specific removal, and so it'll be easier for us to get rid of things there. All right, not a problem. Okay, we'll use our removal once again to get rid of this. We can take a little bit of the damage right now, so we're going to... Actually, we're going to summon our Tower from Below to stall up for some damage. Next turn, we're going to summon our Transform unit to get rid of this. All right, so like I said, we'll use our Transform unit. Okay, not so concerned about those. We will use our Justia now. And might have to put back Lotrix back into our deck because of the amount of attack steal. Why are we taking damage from there? Oh, wow. I guess, adjacent units even count over there. I thought it was only for the direct units. All right. Okay. We'll use our units over here. It's fine. we'll be placing this over here. Oh wow. Okay. So that ability where it does the damage to adjacent units, it actually counts as a splash. So pretty much it's going to deal units in these quadrants. All right. Okay. I think I have an idea what to do now. All right. Do that. Could do that. Okay. All right. We'll make one more change. Okay. Maybe reborn won't be such an option because the unit will still have to die in order for it to work. Still gonna keep our transform. Still gonna keep this one, and we're still gonna keep this. Thinking if we can have some sort of unit abilities for destruction. So we're gonna change this to a okay. This one doesn't have enough steel, so probably gonna have to hold off on that. We'll need to put this back in somehow. And we need to hold on to this. This. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll use this up. All right, we'll try this one more time, and then if it doesn't go, then we'll sign off from there. Okay. All right, so we do have a little bit of our setup going on. We'll use our Terra from Below once again to stall out for the nature units. Okay, they'll be able to attack next turn. Use this over here. Get a little bit of damage going. Okay, let's see what makes sense here. So we're gonna be attacking, let me miss. There, forward wipe. Yeah, this is fine. We'll summon this unit to transform. Gives our units miss for a turn. That's okay. And this will help us set up for a board wipe next turn, assuming we don't die from damage over here. All right, so like I said, we will use our destruction ability, and then on top of that, we will need to stall for damage. We'll be placing this over here. Okay, they have other attack sealers still. We'll have to get rid of those. Summoning this. Got that, yeah, because the invulnerability. So we'll have to get rid of these for now. Okay, got a little bit of health back with our melee kill over there. And then once again, now stalling on these rows over here. Our next summon is going to be this Justia, because in terms of damage, we're not going to be getting enough to go for lethal. We need to make sure that we have a consistent board setup against their units. All right, so next we're going to be summoning the Justia as mentioned. Okay, it's good that this unit is wounded so that we'll be able to transform. This unit also deals the damage at the beginning of the turn to non all units that are not, yeah, not buildings. But they summoned their scrap, and because of that, they were able to deal lethal to us. All right, well, I still like our setup here. It's just a little bit of stronger units than normal. That's fine. Yeah, we'll do some stuff offline, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, this is Happy Splasher. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If there are any questions, comments, feedback, or concern, leave a message on Twitch, Discord, or YouTube. The streaming schedule is up on the top right over there. We upload content every day on the YouTube at 11 o'clock, so check out for more stuff over there. Please follow on Twitch, and then like and subscribe on YouTube. That'll really help a lot. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good weekend. This is Happy Splasher, signing off.